Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Stealth School. And last time we left off right at the beginning of the Volgin fight. And what you just saw there is basically what we're going to do to him the whole fight. And that's CQC slam him, roll over him, and then use the cigar gas once he gets back up. And you can also slam him while he's doing his sort of lightning bolt attack. Just make sure you come up from behind and slam him from there. The cigar gas makes it so his electricity around his body, that sort of protective shield that he has, comes off. And make sure you avoid that attack there. It's pretty strong. It only takes 2 of those bullets to kill you. And also something I noticed is after he gets back up and you use the cigar gas spray in his face, try to stay kind of near him. That's going to sort of bait him into doing that kick. And once he comes out of that kick, there's going to be a small window for you to be able to CQC slam him, and you can just do that constantly. You'll see me do it more often in the second half of the fight. And make sure at the second half of the fight, the first thing you do is roll forward towards him and stay prone until he does that sort of attack where he shoots out bullets everywhere. You can also do that slam to the double lightning bolt attack. So see how I kind of stayed near him and he did that whirlwind kick? After that, you can just CQC slam and keep doing that over and over. You can kind of see when he's able to be slammed again. He'll just sort of stand up straight back into position after the kick or the punch. See, so right there. And you can just do that over and over again, and it works in the first half of the fight too. You just have to get the timing down and make sure you don't get hit by those attacks that he throws out. And that's going to give us Cold War camo, and that's really important for this next motorcycle chase with Eva. That makes it so the guards can't shoot us when we're facing them. So since we have the Cold War camo, the first thing we want to do is put that on, and that's going to prevent the guards from shooting us if we're facing them. And we also want to unequip our C3 and our cigar gas spray, since we're never going to use those again, and equip stun grenades and the RPG you just got. So once you have that ready, exit out, and you can damage the Shagohod during this part, but it takes forever to do any significant damage. I just do it usually because this part's kind of boring after you have the Cold War camo. And also make sure you take off the suppressors from at least your tranquilizer. We need to save those for later on. So what I like to do is just throw stun grenades at these group of guys here. It's quicker than just shooting them all with the tranquilizer. And note that you do have infinite ammo on all your weapons. To damage the Shagohod, you have to get it on that head area that he has. Just make sure you don't kill yourself like I am here by shooting it when you're close to it. There's going to be another group of like 3 or 4 guys up ahead right here. Just throw stun grenades at each of them. There. And to make it so the flash doesn't affect you as much, you can just turn around opposite the direction that you threw the stun grenade. For those guys up there, I mess around here and try to take them out with the grenade, but it doesn't work unless you do like a perfect throw. So you can just shoot those guys if you're worried about them shooting you when you turn around and try to take out the Shagohod, or try to take shots at the Shagohod. But in all honesty, you can just pretty much stay there facing them until Eva turns around with the bike, because they won't shoot you. You can damage Eva in this part as well by shooting the RPG too close to her as well. So you can kind of see that I'm doing a little bit of damage on the Shagohod after all these shots. You can also damage it later on during the runway fight scene with the Shagohod. And that's where most people do most of the damage. This next map is the last area where you have to take out guards on the ground using the stun grenades. And it's really easy if you throw the grenades near where I throw them. I kind of have like the areas memorized where the enemies are. So just throw them around the general area that you see me throw them and you should be okay. And again, using stunner grenades is much better than trying to tranquilize every single guy, even with the tactical reload. And those guys on the roof there, they have RPGs. Those guys are really important to take out. They don't miss. These guys here are scripted. Certain ones hit you, certain ones don't. And rather than just show you each and every single one that you would have to tranquilize, it's much easier, like I said before, to use stun grenades and just take everybody out, or as many people as possible. And this part here, if you don't take them out the first time around, you're gonna have to stall here a bit and wait till they come around this corner between these two buildings and just take them out. It's a couple more seconds extra, but pretty easy. See, like this guy on the roof, he's kind of dangerous. I don't think I knock him out, but I do stun him enough to where he does not hit me with his RPG. And after that, you're gonna go in this last portion here. The only person you have to really worry about here is this last guy on this like tower looking thing. You do have to tranquilize him. He will shoot you with the RPG and he does not miss. He's one of those scripted enemies that will hit you guaranteed every time. So make sure you do tranquilize him. This is another section that's super easy thanks to the Cold War camo. Basically just turn around and throw grenades onto the road or tranquilize these guys if you want. Just see how they don't shoot you if you're facing them. If you turn around they will shoot you, but if you're just chilling like this they won't even attempt to shoot at you. So you can just pop off shots. You don't even have to shoot them, to be honest. You can just go through the whole level like this. But it's kind of fun to see how good your aim is during this portion. Same thing here for the first couple of seconds of it. You don't have to take these guys out. The Shagohod will do that for you. And once it gets close, you can start doing tactical reload shots with the RPG towards the Shagohod's sort of head area. And that's gonna damage him very slightly. I mean, you can get up to like maybe a sixth of his full health bars depleted after you shoot him, but it's really hard to do. But what this also does is it prevents him from shooting those missiles off and damaging you. So that's a pretty useful thing to do. Even if you're not trying to damage him or shooting him as quickly. Not these shots, but the actual, he launches missiles and those loop around and hit you if you don't shoot him down. But by doing this, that prevents him from shooting for some reason. So see how I'm doing very slight damage to him? This is also a good place to practice your tactical reloading if you're not that good at it. So this next sniping portion is pretty easy, but what I like to do here is shoot 3 out of the 4 charges, and I start with this one on the left, then the one on the top near the bridge, and then I shoot the one that's behind the swinging pillar. When Eva says that the Shagohod is here, then I shoot the last one on this pillar thing. It's pretty easy. So once you've taken out all the charges, the Shagohod fight is going to start, but we're going to save there and continue in the next episode till the end of the game. So the next episode is going to be the final actual video. So I hope you guys learned something new this time, took out Volgin, and let me know how you did. See you guys next time.